Tonight we make history. Good evening to you all, and welcome to the first ever ALR sprint race. And so tonight is going to be slightly different format, where we're going to have short qualifying, then we're going to have a sprint race consisting of 11 laps, and then we're going to have the full Grand Prix. It's which is about 32 laps set also around the course of this historic circuit of Emilia-Romagna, where we've had amazing races, where we've also had tragedy as well around here. Then, but only one of I think this is the only race where we one of only two races where we have where we have two Grand Prix in the same country. So this first session then is just a not a single qualifying, a short qualifying, 18 minutes, and old school qualifying then, where you've got to be the fastest. This will set up the sprint grid for the sprint racing grid then, and of course in the sprint as well, you get in those 11 laps, and if you complete those 11 laps in the top 8, you get a point, of course then. First you get 8 points, all the way down to 8 where you get 1 point then. And that will also set up the grid for the Grand Prix itself, where then it's as you were. And I am expecting very weather conditions around here because we are in Italy in the very early months of the year. I think we're in May actually, which usually around Italy at this time of year. A couple of seat changes then as well to go through as well. Congratulations to Wouter, who is now replacing Bart for the remainder of the season. Bart has decided to transfer his skills over to the PC Mastery World. That we've also who else? Goodness me. And also Boxtel has replaced Clarkey as well. Then two Grand Prix winners and are stepping up then. So this is really going to make the championship very interesting indeed. And unfortunately, the Alfa Romeo seat is now also up for grabs. And Sam Green has potentially maybe the new driver of the Alfa Romeo team as well. So good stuff indeed then. We're going to go for the drivers and the constructor standards as everyone is currently on an outlap mode. As we take a look at this very old school pit lane here. Of course, it's a very old school track, narrow, and which may cause it's a lot more difficult in some places to overtake on this circuit. So this is going to get very interesting indeed then. Anyway, go for the drivers and constructors, shall we? And it is AlphaTauri who leads all the Constructors' Championships at the moment, gold, silver, bronze, and 100%, and they also lead the joint constructors as well. So AlphaTauri are absolutely smashing it so far. So that's really good stuff indeed. Then in the Drivers' Championship, there's Milan sets his sights on trying to complete a lap here as he goes for an adventure here in Imola. It's Troy who leads the championship, I think for the first time in his career in ALR potentially. Milan's invalidated already, so that's not good, is it? So we're going to stick with Liam Yedem. Percy is down in second position in the World Championship. Wouter is third on 33 points. Remember, he got that win in Bahrain, and of course, all the points he scored is a part of his driving profile and all that kind of malarkey. Liam Yeh, who was third in the championship, is now fourth after Wouter's promotion, but still great start to the season from Liam Yeh. Fantastic. I think that's the highest he's ever been in the championship. Boxtel in fifth position then on 25 points. Of course, he is also had a Grand Prix win as well. I think it was last time out actually. Sixth position is P with Chaz at 7th, Mark in 8th with German on 16 points as well, and Danger Times in 10th position, but Danger Times only raced one race so far. Purple for Liam Yeh in Sector 2. Drivers yet to get off the mark is Mr. Elite and Lost Souls, so hopefully they can get themselves off the mark here today. Fingers crossed for them then. In the Constructors' Championship, it is AlphaTauri leads away 8 points in front of the team that we're just watching on screen now. The Haas team, Liam Yeh goes fast on the 16-0 then to start us on our way, on our journey then. This is short qualifier, I'll remind you, because so it's going to be fast and furious. Danger Times are back in action. We haven't seen him since Bahrain, have we? Unfortunately for all you Danger Time fans out there, and of course him and Milan did come to blows in Bahrain as well. So it was just as for Danger Times version 2 then. Into the pits comes Green. Of course Green potentially could be a full-time driver at the end tonight then, which is really good stuff indeed then. Here comes Percy, who's second in the World Championship of the world then, as he comes out of the second Ravazza, and he goes to a 15.5 and half a second in front of Liam Yeh. And good goodness gracious me, that's quite an impressive margin over this just under 5 kilometre long circuit. Boxtel, who's actually gone half a second quicker than Perth as well. Boxtel, who is also now a full-time driver in the McLaren, replacing Clarkey. Lost Souls has gone third fastest, and goodness me, it's a second that separates the top four, or the four that have set times thus far. We've got Router going on to a full 15-40. Remember that the sprint race, of course, then is about just over 1,000 kilometres long. Then, so we're expecting 11 laps then in the sprint race. I am expecting a lot of bad weather as well. Of course, as I mentioned, we are in Europe at the early stages of the year. Mr. Lee then on board from that lovely helmet there. I think maybe a bit of tribute there to Sebastian Vettel. Car 29 just behind us was Router on a quick lap. Gamer on a lap. So is the Alpha Tauri's. Troy has just gone second fastest there, and just squeezed himself into the front row of the grid. Then there is some major points up for grabs here tonight, isn't there? So this is going to be quite crucial. I think that is a Crush who's gone ninth fastest, and I think that was still the best design I have seen in a while. He is currently the slowest cars so far, but I think that lap was probably aborted. The most default helmet then on the grid is Mr. Rage, unfortunately. Good job on good job on not the one who dished out the points because I'm quite a shallow man. You are gold, Nausea is saying that. We've also got Ewok Jr. saying that evening Sean then. Lovely two kisses as well, and evening to you, Ewok as well. Oh gosh, that came out a bit weird there, didn't it? Never mind. Mr. Elite is needs to set another time. Here comes the season 7 champion. And there in just coming into the top of the hill as well. Yellow flags then are going to be fluttering quite a lot then around this circuit because of course this is a narrow circle indeed. Anyway, go back to the constructors. Aston Martin are in third, 15 points away from the Haas team. Fourth position is the Williams. Ferrari are fifth. Red Bull 6th. Seventh position is the Alfa Romeo. Mercedes are 8th. 9th is the McLaren team, and Alpine are yet to get off the market, but now they've got Router and Mr. Elite also starting to find his feet as well. I think that the Alpine team, I should say, should be, I reckon, will be on the course to get some points, and Alhan going that 10th fastest at this moment in time then. And golly gosh indeed. Goodness me. I must say, that I am very much. We've got a bit of a car park going on in the pit lane now. Do not worry about that. We should be more about what's going on on track at the moment. Marky's having just started his lap as well. Just on board now with the Alfa Romeo. Love the helmet, by the way, from Sam Green. Fantastic stuff indeed. Yeah, as I said, I always talk about a helmet. I love it. I think the helmet is probably the most important part of racing's reference. Well, then, and he's now just coming out of Aqua Minerale then in the Variante Alta here. I used to love that corner. I don't find it very refreshing. Not very refreshing, very rewarding on this game, to be honest. And I may really butcher the names as well. Of course, my Italian is not very Italianly like at all. Then, and of course, the only thing Italian about me is that I had a pasta last night, and that's about it. Sam Green then coming over the grid hatches as well. I think he's done well in his first two races. Sam Green has, and hats off to him as well, me good sir. And he goes 8th fastest at the moment, and Alhan just coming back into the pits. There's a milestone that one of the drivers made the other week, and I can't remember who it was. I think that Bradfield's making a milestone as well tomorrow night. He's going for a 60th Grand Prix start, which is very good stuff indeed. Pease, who's I'm sure that Pease was he just on track? I'm not sure. I thought he set a time then, but maybe I'm just being a bit. Maybe I'm just a bit beyond the 8-ball, I don't know. Mumford on the lap as well, and Gurman also on the lap as well. Gurman looks like he's had a bit of rallycross there, the former world champion. He's a bit dirty on the Odom side there. Hello to you, Equals, and an evening to Serious Mushrooms. Great to see you all in the chat there. Keep your comments coming in. Of course, we are up against the World Cup tonight, so Mumford is gone for a spin. And I have got a bit of trapped wind. Mumford there spins it around there. He's got 9 minutes to set his to get a time on the board here, but let's see how that one goes. And Ewok Jr. Of course, he is a Grand Prix winner in this category as well, isn't he? In this championship, of course, where him and I think he was also half of the Constructors World Champion as well, or a quarter. Oh, sorry, a third of the Constructors World Champions as well. Back in season 2 of that Renault team, because if Renault ever come back to ALR eventually, or if they ever do, they are one of the most successful teams in all of ALR, isn't they? With in 5 seasons they won the Constructors 3 times, which is pretty impressive stuff indeed. That of course Alpine have got something to live up to with that, but well, they haven't started off too well. Here's a gamer who's also crawling back to the pits. Stuff the World Cup ALRs on. That's what I like to hear. I must admit I can't say too much because basically all I was saying to Knowles just a minute ago. Basically all I've done this weekend is from literally 10 o'clock to like almost 9 o'clock, especially yesterday. I've just been watching the World Cup. I absolutely love it. So yeah, cool stuff. It's really cool stuff indeed, though. I do enjoy the World Cup. However, don't ask what goes on, because usually I fall asleep. I'm like an old dad at the moment. I need to I need to stop. I need to start my sleep patterns, I think. Got to yell functions from us on board Pisa, who I thought already set a time now. So this is just a normal qualifying. This is a normal qualifying session. Well, saying normal qualifying session. It's actually an old school qualifying session. No knockouts in this one. As we're going to the sprint race. Remember, this is the first ever sprint race in ALR history, and it's going to be the exact same format there over the course of the week as well. Tomorrow night with silver and with bronze as well. How is that going to? How is this going to add to the drama here in Imola? I cannot wait personally to see how this goes. Then I must admit, in the real world of Formula 1, is Pease goes across the line to go 5th fastest. That's a great time there from the Williams driver in car 7. Magnificent stuff indeed. There's a danger times there. That's a great shot there of the pit lane there. I love that. But however, it should be watched. Mr. Rage is on fine form, isn't he, in that Haas car? Him and Liam, yeah, been an absolute surprise package so far. Really good stuff indeed. I'm looking forward to this sprint event. I don't like it in the real world of Formula 1, but on league racing in ALR, this is going to get very interesting indeed, isn't it? With silver and bronze there. So, but the winner of the sprint race only gets to start first. That's not pole position. The pole position is won in qualifying. Mr. Rage goes third fastest. He is electric so far. I love it. Mr. Ray and you've got Mr. Elite as well. 2 Misters in this paddock there. So make sure you mind your manners. We've got Mumford across the line. DRS right on the money goes 14 fast as well. Of course, if anyone remembers this track from Formula 1 2006 and before games, you'll notice that there used to be a chicane in the final. Used to be a chicane, didn't they, coming out the second Ravazza? Of course, even before, if you remember back to 94, there used to be a very fast chicane as well. Mr. Lee has retired, going into just coming out of the Villeneuve chicane now. And Percy, we're just watching his teammate Gamer as Percy's gone fastest there, and that's pole position so far for Percy. Pole position is won in this qualifying session, not in the sprint race, of course. That's what I'm going with. Ewok Jr., wake up, babe, wake up. ALR's on. ALR's live as well. It is indeed that. We haven't seen much of Kush so far. Of course, this is second Grand Prix start for Kush in the AlphaTauri. He is standing in for Vesely tonight there. Vesely he's had a bit of a rocky start in gold, hasn't he, on his return, but hopefully he can get something going when he returns in Miami in a week's time then, which is where we're going to next week, of course, because I just said, and that's an Alpine off the circuit there. It is the second Alpine of Wouter, who's down in 6th position at the moment there. Just watching Kush at the moment there, who's in the first of the 2 Ravazza. That's the second one, a little tighter than the first one. Gets on the Imola curb there. Of course, those curbs are not very friendly at all there. You don't want to hug him too much, then Kush goes 8 fastest. That's much more like it there, of course, judging from his first appearance in ALR. Mumford 13 seconds down. Gamer, who's also visited the scenery. Percy currently pole position there. 2:10 second in front of Box Talent, second position there. Troy in third. Milan is out on circuit as well. He's also got himself in the mix as well in the second in the Mercedes car. Danger Times, the world champion, down in 10th position. Remember that the qualifying was never his strong suit for Danger Times. However, I feel that this season that could be quite costly potentially. Germany 1-0 up. Knowles here saying. Question short: who has driven the most F1 laps in history in F1 race laps in history? No, Google it. Ooh. Is it Kimi Räikkönen? I need to if someone can tell me if that's right or not. I'm sure it's Kimi Räikkönen or it's Kimi Räikkönen or Fernando Alonso. It's one of the modern time F1 drivers now, especially with having like 20 odd races in a single season. Oh, Chazza hasn't got much room for manoeuvrability here, has he? That's a nice word that I've mentioned now. Goodness me, I don't even know where that came from. Pulled that one out of the back pocket. But Chazza's not invalidated his time, but he's really ruined that lap there, hasn't he? He hasn't got long. We've still got a yellow flag out there, but as soon as that yellow flag goes, someone could hopefully we can see what the time is as well then. Just on board with Ewok Jr. at the moment, who's at a Super 7. Riccardo Patrese, oh goodness me. Well, of course he was the holder of the most Grand Prix for such a long time, wasn't he? Was it like 305 or something like that before Rubens Barrichello took that mantle off him back in 2008 or something like that? I can't remember now, but yeah, Barrichello held the most laps, well, held the most race starts, didn't he, all the way up till recently, where I think Kimi Räikkönen stole it. But yeah, Riccardo Patrese, goodness me, that man was going on for quite a long time. It's quite surprising how long. Like it's same with Nelson Piquet as well. Of course, senior, not junior. We'll talk about that in a minute because he comes across the line. He doesn't improve there, but so Chaz is back in the pits here. We've is that 2 minutes to go? I see on the clock there. Oh goodness gracious me, that's not looking good at all, is it? Just watching German, he's invalidated as well. It's like Nelson Piquet. You forget that he raced in '91, didn't you? Because he was, I think he was teammates to Michael Schumacher for a very brief period in that Benetton, wasn't he, at the back end of '91? But yeah, goodness me. Riccardo Patrese, I can't remember. I only know because I seen a YouTube video on it that's saying that. That's the main reasons why I love it. Is either I must say I'm not a big old reader, mainly because I struggle to read, but. I do read. I used to where I used to get my information for F1 information from is like the old yearbook and stuff like that, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed reading that. Then all the annuals of the old yesteryear and stuff like that. But yeah, Riccardo Patrese was leading the most Grand Prix, the most starts in such a long time, wasn't he? I think he retired in '92, if I'm not very much mistaken. Last season, I think he was with the Williams team, wasn't he, before he bowed out. Of course, Williams then had a bit of an overall shake-up, didn't they, in the '93 of Alan Prost returning to the helm, and then we had the very young and sprite Damon Hill, albeit he wasn't so young, I think, wasn't he like 32 when he debuted? Ewok Jr. has gone across the line and 16 fast at the moment now. Box Tyler is just coming out of Tosa, now before coming up the hill as well. Then in front of us is the Piratella then. Schumacher had a horrific smash there in 1995. Of course, that was his second World Championship winning season. That's the Martin fire there, equals. And J-Mark said, hey everyone, good evening to you, J-Mark said. Love the helmet from the box up, by the way. Magnificent stuff indeed. I apologise, I've just had a whole bag of milky bar chocolate, which is not a very good thing to do before you commentate. That's why I'm not a professional, everyone. Just watching. Boxed Out is very much a professional, isn't he? I think he's got 4 pole positions to his name. Now this could be his 5th here tonight. Then the checker flag is not falling just yet, and a 10th per second quicker, but it's not enough at the moment from Boxed Out. Goodness gracious me, where's Troy? He's coming out the second Rapazzi as well. And what can Troy do then? Has he done enough? No, not according to that time. Then I think that he's going for it. Broke now. Then Mr. Ray's in a superb 4th position as he comes over the crest of the hill there, as he's now coming on to the Variante Alta as well. Of course, Fernando Alonso had a shunt there, didn't he? I think that was his first official race shunt, wasn't he, in Formula 1? As it now drops down the hill and comes into the first of the 2 Ravazzas then as well. Mr. Rage, who's absolutely on fire at the moment now. That is inch perfect there for Mr. Rage. Inch perfect in the second Ravazza as well. Is this going to be enough to get him onto the front row? Maybe even third position. It's not enough there, but he inches forward ever so slightly. German starting his lap as well. And he's got damage on that side pod there. Looks to be a lot of damage on that left right hand side of the Ferrari. German going for broke now, and we're on board with German. Lovely funky helmet there, but that car looks very unstable on the old rear posterior there. Milan on circuit as well, but look at the traffic as he had to navigate there. Wouter has gone 8,000 of a second quicker in the first split time. Liam Ye has just popped himself in the 10th position. Checker flag has fallen for Sam Green and Liam Ye, and for Markey as well, who's down in 13th position for Markey. Danger Time's 2,000 second, down in the second split time then. What about Kush? He's invalidated his time, unfortunately. What about that second McLaren of a Boxstyle? Has Boxstyle got anything? No, he's abandoned his time and come back into the pits. But Percy's off the circuit. Chazza hasn't set time just yet, and Troy's gone for fastest there. Oh my goodness gracious me! I've lost myself. Where am I? Just back on board with German at the moment. With the Red Bulls coming across the line, Danger Times is only 11 faster in this one. Oh my goodness me! That's not good at all. And Wooter has gone up into third position. Now then, Pease is spun off the circuit. Milan is coming to the pits then. Here comes German then, and German has been a very unsteady Eddie, hasn't he, on that lap from the opening stages then. German comes across line, stays 7th fastest. Mr. Rage had abandoned his time as well. One end to qualify now, and where did Chaz come in that one there? I can't see him there. Hang on, let me get on my specs. He's in 14th position in the list. Lucas Percy on pole position now for the San Marino Grand Prix, which is not the San Marino Grand Prix, is it? But there you go. Make of that of what you will. So that is Lucas Percy's. That's Lucas Percy's third pole position of his career in 23 qualifying attempts. Magnificent stuff indeed there for Percy, and really good stuff there for the Aston Martin team as well. Second pole position of the season for the Aston Martin driver then. So he's going to be starting first then for the sprint event, which is coming up in just a jiffy. So that's 11 laps then. We are racing where the drivers will be racing to set up the grid for the feature race or the main event of the Grand Prix itself. J-Box, yeah, I'm good. So especially J-Box have been giving each other welcoming comments. Lovely stuff indeed. J-Mike saying, I am the goat. Thank you very much. To us, I do resemble more of a boat, and I don't mean the best of all time either. I mean as I am as wide as a boat at the moment, but I do float. And a pig as he ate all that chocolate. I do agree with that one. Gosh, shocking beer. The problem is once I pop, I just can't stop. Wait, that's Pringles. Percy pole position by less than a tenth of a second from Boxtal in second position. I think Boxtal's got 4 pole positions and Percy's got 3. These are the modern day greats of ALR, aren't they? So I am looking forward to this one there. Yes, I'm looking forward to this one. Yeah, 4 pole positions there for Boxtal, 3 for Percy. The 2 modern day greats of ALR are going to go head to head down into the first corner. I'm looking forward to that one there. No practice, so I'll take that then. 10 laps, isn't it, Serious Rush saying? I think it's 11. I cheated because I went on career mode earlier on to check. So, yes, it is 11 laps then of the sprint race. And then we get the 32 laps as well. And I must say, it's unseasonably very hot around here at the moment now. Absolutely love the stuff indeed then. Of course, turn 1 is really more of a kink then. I think it's the Bassa, isn't it? Or something along those lines. But then I think the main breaking point is down into the Tamburello chicane, which is turn 2, 3 and 4. Before going up into the Villeneuve chicane as well. Of course, named after the legendary Gilles Villeneuve, one of the all-time greats in Formula 1 history, and Gilles Villeneuve is. 6 Grand Prix wins, I think he's got. I need to review that, don't I? But absolutely mega stuff indeed. I do have a soft spot for Gilles Villeneuve because one of the videos that I first I ever watched a video of Formula 1, and it was just Gilles Villeneuve having a great battle with René Arnoux, I think it was, around Dijon in France in '79. Absolutely brilliant stuff in that famous 27 Ferrari. Right, let's go for the grid, shall we? Everyone is on medium tyres. You do not have to make a pit stop in this sprint race. This is a sprint race. Do not call it a race. It's a sprint. Albeit that's all I used to hear from. That's all we used to hear from Knowlesy. I'm sorry, Crofty. Goodness me. From Crofty, of course, where we first had the sprint race. I think it was Silverstone, wasn't it? So soft tyres for Gamer. Everyone else is on the medium tyres. So Gamer is doing a Fernando Alonso strategy here. Remember what he did in that opening race in Silverstone, in the sprint race. So something similar. Let's go for the grid then. This is the grid for the sprint race. Only the top 8 finishers will get a point then, and everyone else then will just be fighting their way for the actual grid, which is coming up, for the actual race, which is coming up straight after this event, of course. Then, so no need for any shut-eye in between. Percy, pole position, and for the 3rd time in his career. Alongside him is Boxtal, a 4-time pole sitter. Boxtal, his first race for his new team McLaren. Same with Wouter as well on the second row. This is great stuff indeed. Troy, the championship leader, he's now going to have his eyes And of course, Troy, the championship leader in 4th position. Mr. Rage, fantastic in 5th position. With Gamer in 6th. German is 7th. Peas in 8th. And Cush in 9th position. Liam Ye completes the top 10 in the Haas car. 11th position, the world champion Danger Time set. And it is a all Red Bull row 6 here with Lost Souls in 12th position. Gamer in 13th. Chazza down in 14th position there. Just couldn't get it together. 15th is Marky. Green in 16th position there. 17th is Mumford. Ewok Jr. in 18th position. Alhan is 19th, and 20th position is Mr. Elite then. Jack Fielder, the most hated F1 driver ever. Serious Mushroom was saying then. Interesting. That's a very difficult question, really, isn't it? I loved Jack Fielder when he first came into F1. I did quite like his fresh approach then, but yeah, he has had some very interesting comments, hasn't he? As you can see there, as the grid there is slightly curved, isn't it? There as we get ready then, and it is go. I think that we just saw the car come and go. As goodness gracious me then, a bit of a Houdini there, but now we're lights out. Away we go for the first ever sprint race here in ALR. They go, and now let's look at this. This is a very narrow start, and this is down into the first Tamburello chicane, but Percy's at the perfect start. There's a car off the circuit. It's one of the Williamsons. I think it's Percy who's it's Pease who's got off the circuit there. And Milani's got past Mr. Rage as well. We've got yellow flags. Pease has dropped down. He's tumbling down now. Remember the start he had in Bahrain. It's gone a bit wrong here for Pease, and he's down to the back of the field. Both Williamsons are at the back at the moment now. Pease is a major problem. Mr. Lee has gone 7th position. So how did he do that on the very narrow start? A very narrow turn 2, 3, and 4 here. As we're at the top of the hill now, as we're just flying out of out of Pinriella there. As I said that here into the Aqua Emilia Rally. I told you my Italian's poor, but Percy leads box on 2nd position. Wouter is in 3rd position, followed by Troy and Milan in 5th, and Mr. Rage in 6th position. German, the former champion, 7th for Kush, 8th. Danger Time's the current champion, and now Liam Ye completes the top 10. Then there's a car very wide there. I didn't see who it was there, but they're going to be under pressure. They're green up in 4 positions as well. Fantastic stuff indeed. That one is going to be completed at the exit of the Ravazza as well. That one completed. The gap is half a second from Boxan 2nd. Router in 3rd position. Percy set the fast on the race, of course, because he's the first one across the line. Oh my goodness me. No DRS yet, and DRS will be enabled at the end of the 2nd lap here on the 3rd lap then, as Peace has got an awful lot of work to do. He is down in 18th position now, as that was Danger Times having a snip on the inside of Kush there, but no dice at the moment now. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious me, and good luck to the drivers. J Marks is staying as well. Great to have J Marks in the comments as well. He's got to have a look at the fielder chicane on the inside of Mr. Elite then. Oh, contact, of course. It is such a pinch down there. Both cars have gone spinning, and just watching Gamer there on the soft tires there, but it is very tight down to the fielder chicane, isn't it there? And you've got to have both drivers that are not compromised at all, and unfortunately there was of course the drivers there are just not yielding, were they? Gamer is struggling, no soft tyres, and have not fired up for the Aston Martin driver at the moment. He hasn't made any positions. I thought the Gamer would be up a few positions, but that's not the case here. Liam all up the back now, as he just got Mumford, who's stolen a march on Ewok there. Great maneuver there from Mumford, who is out of. Gamer is in major peril here at the moment. The Aston Martin really struggling. Well, now got yellow flag there as one of the as Mr. Elite that is dropping down to the back of the field. Then Percy to the fast lap, but Boxtel is now all over his gearbox as well. German is 3/10 away from Mr. Rage as well. DRS has now been enabled then, as the top 2 are really fighting tooth and nail around a very tough circuit indeed. Yellow flag again. Mr. Elite then, who's having a nightmare sprint race, unfortunately, which such a shame is there. It's him and Marky pirouetted, and both have dropped down. Oh, well, Mr. Elite's actually in front, and Chaz has been disqualified from the race, which is shocking because I didn't even see him get disqualified. So that's shocking stuff by me, isn't it? Absolutely horrific stuff. Absolutely. You know what? So I should probably observe more, really, shouldn't I? That is kind of what my job is. Lovely shot shot here. I love it as we look down the trees here on Emilia-Romagna. It's an old school circuit. This one is maybe the modern F1 cars. Do you reckon they're a bit too wide around this circuit? We've had some great races over here in the past. ALR, I think this is ALR's second visit to Imola, potentially. I need to get out my Yoda fact book, which I may do in a minute. But for the moment, I was just watching Mr. Rage, who is trying to fend off German at the moment. It's a tough race. This one is Mr. Lee out of the race then. And are we going to have the first safety car of the sprint era? We have a car. We have a full course caution, and whether it's a VSC, it is a VSC, judging from the sign on the left-hand side of the circuit there. So it is a VSC that, and Lost Souls is dropped back behind Sam Green here. And I'm wondering, I think there's an overtaken under a VSC. Into the pits comes Pease then, and I wonder if Pease is going to think of try and get on soft tyres and see if he can make up some time here. Marky also in the pits as well. Let's see how long this virtual safety car lasts then. And just watched it. It took ages to come up on my screen, short on my screen, and so thank goodness for that. Serious Mushroom, that's what I like. That's what I like him. Not only is he my favourite mushroom, but also he always bails me out. Then that's good stuff indeed. VSC out the moment. So we've got two retirements. Mr. Elite in 19th position. Chaz, what a shame for Chaz then, but he did have a bit of a nightmare qualifying as well. It's a full safety car. Oh goodness me! And, you are right, Mushroom. It's a full safety car. So the first sprint race, we get a full safety car here. My golly gosh then. And wow, I must admit, was I expecting a safety car? Well, no, two odds I was really, wasn't I? Of course, this is the second time we're driving around in ALR. Of course, the last race was won, I think, by a Sly Guy, who just changed his name to Kieran. But yeah, that was the last race. Well, when we was in HC4, anyway. Yes, so Sly Guy won the last race around here in Season 7. So is anyone going to come in the pit set? Of course, you do not need to make a mandatory pit stop in this sprint race. Oh, Lucas Person there, toying with my emotions there, and also toying with the emotions of Boxtal as well. But as you can see, German has still got some bad outside pole on that left-hand side. Ferrari is looking very bashed up into the pits now. Soft tires is going on to Danger Times then, so he is going for a literal sprint in this race. And as he comes out of the pits now, it's a very long pit lane here, but he has given up a lot of positions here. That's about 6 positions he's given up here as we're watching the world champion now coming out of the pit lane of Danger Times. And of course, Danger Times only raced once this year so far, but he's now got 2 for the price of 1 here tonight in the sprint race as he accelerates away. And then, of course, he'll be in front of Pete and Markey. I'm surprised Germany are 1-0 up to us. I thought that Spain was going to be all over the back. I thought that Spain looked the better team, didn't it, when we was watching about an hour ago? But yeah, not good at all there. So of course, Sam Green up 6 positions so far. He's in 10th position. Good stuff indeed. Pease, of course, had a nightmare start into the Tamburello chicane, and has dropped all the way down the order as the Pease has, unfortunately. But Percy leads second is Boxstar. Wooter in third. Troy is fourth from that. Milan is in 5th position. 6th is Mr. Rage with German 7th, Cushion 8th, and he's a super sub tonight. 9th is Liam, 10th position is Green. And as it stands, Alpine are going to an Alpine as it moment. I don't want to jinx actually, so I'm going to leave it for the minute. If you get car damage, is it fixable if part firmware is on? Yes, indeed, then it is. Then I think that yeah, if you get car damage, it will be repaired for the race itself, I believe, unless the admins tell me differently, or if anyone else tells me differently as well. Just but I'm sure that it is repairable. So even though German has a bit of a bashed up side pod, I don't think that is going to cause him issues in the race set. So the safety car's out, and hopefully it'll be in at the end of lap 7, at the end of lap 6. We're on board with Percy at the moment. Alhan is in the pits as well, and Alhan, I think Brady won this. A free pit stop here, isn't it, to see what he can do with the soft tires. The only problem is, the only caveat to this, of course, is that full race, I mean. Yes, I think you do. Serious Mushroom there, just clarifying. But me and Serious Mushroom are on the same wavelength, which is very disappointing for Serious Mushroom to hear. I'm sure of it, with, especially with my brain or lack of it. Is Alhan coming out of the pits now. The only caveat, though, about losing track position around here is it's so difficult. I think this is one of the most difficult tracks to overtake on, isn't it, in the whole of the Formula 1 calendar. Of course, this is a second time that ALR. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Great shot here from the diffuser of the Alpine. Ray Mayo Bravo. The Alpha Romeo team, I love that. That's a good shot indeed. I wish that you can have more onboard shots then when you do inspect there, but I do wish you have more graphics as well. But there you go. I'm just, I just moan. I like the moan for the sake of moaning, really, don't I? Is Alhan just going underneath me? And hopefully we'll be going green in just a jiffy here. Of course, we've got some great action in ALR coming up as well this week. Tomorrow night is silver, and for Tuesday night is bronze, and then it is the 100% league event as well. So safety cars in this lap then, so we're about to go green here in Imola. You've noticed I've tried to avoid saying the full Grand Prix name because I cannot say it. So I'm still stuck in 2006 with San Marino. I'm going to stick to that. Don't worry, Sean, I have the same affiliation. Well, that's good. That's good to hear, Serious Russian there. And goodness gracious me, me and Serious Russian, well, we are on the same wavelength, Beverly. But I love it. And devastatingly enough, I am actually filled up me pop full of me apple and blackcurrant. Oh, we're going, and Percy leads the way then, and yes, Percy has got a great jump here, but Troy's got a fantastic jump en route here. Remember that they are fighting for a potential podium spot, and I think you get medals in the sprint race, don't you? So it's Troy on the outside there, but the course is no dice into the Emilia-Romagna chicane then as they come out then, and we have got Danger Tom's getting past Ewok, who decided not to come in the pits, and track position was key for Ewok. However, he has dropped down the order, and now his teammate is right behind him as well. I'm wondering then what the soft tires can do. Gamer's only up to 12th position. He started 13th, of course, didn't he, in this one? But it hasn't gone too well so far. Lap 7 out of 11 here. Remember that there's no pit stops in this sprint format. This is the first ever sprint race here in ALR history, and my goodness me, it has been a very interesting watch so far, hasn't it? Of course, we've got sprint races all over the week, haven't we, for tomorrow and for Tuesday and bronze as well. Talking of bronze, Scooby Stew, who scored his first points of the season in Australia last week. Congrats to you, Scooby Stew. It's also in the comments as well. Just watching Marky, who's all over the back there. One of the Williams cars is trying to warm up those soft tires, believe it or not, in this very unseasonal hot race here in Imola. Marky all over the back of Ewok Jr., but cannot get past at the moment. Back at the front then. And it is still status quo at the moment. Cash has got past German here, and that's a great manoeuvre then out of in between the two Ravaxas here, and Liam Yes out on the back of the world champion, the former world champion then, and no DRS yet, and I think DRS should be activated at the end of this lap. Then Marky has just got past in front of Ewok now, who's dropped down to 17th here. Danger Tom's got past Mumford up into 13th position. Danger Tom says that he is still 3 positions back from where he was in the points at the moment. No Red Bulls are getting any points at this moment in time, and P's having to sniff up the inside of Mumford into the Vilna chicane, but no dice at the moment, and coming into Toto as well, and this is where, oh, he's going for it, he's having a look, that's a lunge and a incredible overtake there. Oh, and Marky also getting involved in the action as well, but Mumford is not yielding to anyone, is he? But unfortunately, he may not have the tools on those medium tires, and compared to the soft shot runners around him, on board with Marky. Lovely over the shoulder shot here from the McLaren Mercedes into Agro Minerale as well. The car gets so light at the top of the hill, doesn't it? You've got very much control. You've got very much control control the acceleration, don't you, Marky? All over the back end now, and now he's going to he's not going to have DRS going down this hill into Ravazza, but it's a golden opportunity as well. Of course, remember, I think was it Massa or Coulthard flipped the bird at each other in 2005 around there. I remember that well because I think stuff like that is hilarious. Percy's extended his lead then, and currently remember that this league could be the first winner of the sprint race format here in ALR. All about Danger Times all over the back then, of course, of the other soft runner of Gamer, but Gamer started the race on soft tires, but it hasn't worked out. He's going on the inside there, and the Gamer there has been pinched on the exit, and that has really hurt his momentum. And look at this now, because P's all over the back of him as well, because P's, have a look at the Builder chicane. We seen synchronized spinning, didn't we, earlier on between Marky and look, Gamer has lost out to P's here. Marky and Mr. Elite also had synchronized spinning, didn't they? And just a lovely shot here. I love these He's very moody shot set as well. Now we're just going up the hill there. So you can see Gamer is just struggling. He's just tumbling down the order now. He started 13th. He's now down in 14th. Lovely fishy helmet here from Marquis, who is now trying to elevate himself, ascend himself up into 14th position here. But Gamer is not going to yield his way. But look at that. He's lost a second in just a couple of corners. Danger Times has got past his teammate here, and I think that was a bit of synchronized swimming as well. Danger Times is having a look then into the first ever batter. No dice there. Liam, yes, all over the back of German. German is struggling for pace out there. If you haven't got a very, if you've got a very twitchy car, this is a painful race, isn't it? You need confidence in the car around here. Then now here is Danger Times, world champion. He is not in the points, though, remember, but he's back in the top 10 with 2 laps to go here. Sam Green has dropped out of the top 10 here. It's the top 8 that get points in this one, of course. And but Danger Times then he's got Liam, yeah, and he's got German in front of him with just 1 lap to go. Can he squeeze past these 2 drivers here and potentially steal a point in this one? But not only that, he'll start 8th on the grid though as well. No penalties in this one. Good stuff indeed there. Marky has just got past Gamer then, and oh goodness me, it's was a bit of swerving now. I'm wondering if Marky and Gamer are not happy with each other, and Gamer, who's gone wide then, and he comes back on then. Of course, this is going to get very hair and scary. Yellow flag. One of the Red Bulls is off. Who is that? That's Lost Souls, who's dropped right down to the back of the field in the Red Bull. Oh, goodness me, Lost Souls has lost out majorly there, and he's lost his 12th position. And look at this, and Gamer's really defended now. Lost Souls trying to come back. He's back on the circuit, down in 18th position, and that's where he's going to start for the Grand Prix, coming up in just a jiffy. Troy has got past Rooter and moved himself up into 3rd position as well. Troy has set the fast of the There he is. Rooter's got a problem. He is limping. What's happened there? Has he made a mistake on the second advance? I'm not too sure, but now look at Milana's got past, but he's got no DRS. Rooter's back on the inside here. There's contact. He's been forced onto the grass there. And Milan there, he's strong on tactics there, and he's up in 4th position there. Rooter dropped down to 5th. And Mr. Rage in 6th position there. Markey has got past him. Gamer has it. That's going to be contact. This is a contact. Markey's in the gravel there. Mumford dropping down to 16th position as well. Alhan just picking up the pieces here. And Gamer is also trying to defend that. Lap 11 of this race. Markey is still in the gravel. I think he is furious at it. Who's that? That's Gamer off the circuit. And it's getting very action-packed in this sprint race here, isn't it? My word, then. And now we've got to Ewok then, who is fighting with Mumford, and Ewok there is just kind of Markey off the circuit. If they feel no chicane as well, but one incredible race it has been then. But we're on the final tour here in we're not sure what happened to routes then. Hopefully we'll find out now. But remember that this is the first ever sprint race, and who is it going to be won by? I think it's going to be won by Percy, but by just less than a twinkling of an eye here. It is Percy who wins the first sprint race of the ALR history there. Magnificent stuff indeed. One into that race that was, and Percy will start the race on the front row. Pease gets that fast lap as well, and I think that the fastest lap rules is exactly the same as in the race as well. As long as you finish the race, you will get that point, and Pease has definitely got that point here. Magnificent stuff indeed. What an incredible end that was then. With Gamer, Lost Souls, and Gamer, Lost Souls and Marquis is touring around then, as unfortunately they have had some issues in that race, which was quite an action-packed race, wasn't it? Percy wins the first ever sprint race, and that's 8 points into his account, which means that the gap at the top of the championship has shrunken down to 1 point between Troy and Percy going into the Grand Prix of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, which is not how you say it, I know, but please don't string me up, because we've got still 32 laps of action here tonight. My gosh, I'm on double duty here. There's Russian sprint's not a race win, it's quali, right? Yes, indeed. Then, so the sprint race is not officially a Grand Prix win, of course. Then, so that is not Percy's. How many ever Grand Prix wins he's got? Then that's the first ever sprint race win. Then that doesn't count as pole position either, of course, because the pole position is whoever wins qualifying. if you get the cut of my jib. Great stuff for Percy Knowles here saying that. And yes, that is 8 points then for Percy, 7 points for Boxtel, 6 for Troy, 5 for Milan, 4 for Ruter, not sure I'm the Ruter, 3 for Mr. Rage, fantastic. Cushion 2 and German with 1 point then. Liam will start 9th on the grid, 10th position for Danger Time. So I think he started 11th, didn't he? So he's made up 1 position as well. Pease having a nightmare sprint race, but he will start 11th on the grid coming up in just a few moments' time then. Magnificent. Uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. I just did a comment that I was meant to look at one of the tabs on the Oda Resorts page there. I think that so I missed that. Apologies to the stats collectors out. So shocking behaviour by myself. Yeah. Oof, I don't think I can manage to do the commentary of the sprint and the 2 races in one go. I'm already parched. Magnificent. Right then, so now we're going on to the race itself, Ben. Good result for There'll be free at the end. There'll be free at the end of the feature race. Also saying good stuff. It feels like I'm driving, commentating on Formula 2. Now it's for the Grand Prix itself, and so you got to remind me that I got to look through the tab set, of course, which I will do at the end of this one. I'll put it in my notes, but I've lost my phone. Oh no, I'm watching it. There it is. Good gosh, then. Anyway, yeah, for the start of the race itself, Ben, and I'm looking forward to this one. This one's going to be a cracker. I have no doubt about that. Let's go through the grid, shall we? For the race itself, Ben. So now is the race as you were, and we got medium tires for the majority of the grid. There's a couple of drivers on the hard tires, which is Percy, and that might be a shrewd maneuver around here because it is such a it is a very narrow run down into Tamburella there, but medium tires for Boxtel, so hard tires for Troy, Milan, Wooter, Mr. Rage, and Kush, Danger Times and PZ, hard tires for Lost Souls. Well, everyone else is on the medium tires. I'm not sure what happened between Gamer and Chaz, but I think that them two might have had an issue somewhere along the lines. Percy then, who will start the race and from first with Boxtel in second position. Great battle between those two. Troy battled his way past Wooter. We fake Wooter's out in third position with Milan now 4th. 5th position is Wooter with Mr. Rage in 6th. 7th position is Kush with German in 8th position. 9th is Liam, yeah, both on medium tires. Keep an eye for those two drivers there. Good Danger Times in 10th position. Pease is lagging right back in 11th position there. 12th position is Sam Green. 13th position is Alhan, just behind his substitute team at Mumford in 14th position there. 15th is Ewok. 16th is Gamer then. The soft tires didn't work, but we think that there was an issue between himself and Chaza. Lost Souls down in 17th position. There was an issue with Lost Souls. Marky in 18th position there. 19th is Mr. Rage, and 20th position is Chaza, and I'm not sure if Chaz is even in this race because he's still a ghost at the moment, unfortunately for the Mercedes driver, but he's had some issues with his logs apparently. I'm not sure if it means logs as he's gone out become a lumberjack, or if he's looking at his logs on his own or PlayStation or whatnot, or maybe logs as in he's using the Jeremy Clarkson tactic to start his car. If anyone watched was it the African special when he's in that Subaru? I don't think he was in a Subaru actually, was he? That was Hammond, wasn't it? Richard Hammond, who lives actually not too far away from me, which apparently has been common knowledge for ages. I knew he lived somewhere close in Gloucestershire, but I didn't realise it was actually like literally about 20 minutes away from me. Chazza can't get back in, and Percy's on for a good start there from Equals as well. So that is a big blow for Chazza as he keeps yeah. So I think that whatever. Oh, we're go here in Imola, and now it's go then, and here we go then. And what is but oh my goodness, this is huge! Oh my word, it's a crash! It's a huge crash! It's a terrible crash! And Mr. Rage is up. It's a drive-through penalty. They've all come to blows. There's no nose code on the Kashiba. What is going on here? I told you it's a narrow start here, and it was horrific. And there's a lot of damage there. It's going to have to be a safety car because there is damage. There is actual debris all over the start-finish line here, and goodness gracious me. reminiscent of 94, if anyone remembers, or sewn into the back of JJ Leto on the start in Imola, wasn't it? Goodness me, that was absolutely horrific stuff then. And Chaz out of the Grand Prix, but I don't know what happened there. We've got a lot of cars with damage there. Mr. Rage, both Haas's were involved, I think. We've lost Mr. Rage, has got no wing. We got no retirements on that one. Kush has got damaged as well. German's damaged. What about Lost Souls? Lost Souls is fine then. No wing on Mr. Elite then. What about Liam Yeh? Because Liam Yeh's got a penalty. Liam Yeh's got no wing either. What a horrific shunt that was. And my golly gosh. The Gamers up 8 positions there, and 5 positions for Mumford as well. Percy's got a penalty, and it's a 5-second penalty. Unbeknownst to me, what was that 5-second penalty for? Was it for Was it because he's I think, was it because part where the game thought he overtook? Also overtook under yellow flags, I'm not too sure. Think it was between German and Rage, and then everyone got caught up behind. Nosey is saying, and Farper saying no comment then. Well, I'm glad Nosey was paying attention then, because it was absolutely horrific stuff into the pit side. Comes at the first of the 2 Haas cars. The Haas's who've been so good, and the constructors as well, aren't they? They're currently second in the constructors at the moment. But this is a nightmare situation for Gunter Steiner. I know that Nosey's got very close tabs with Gunter, so I think the Gunter's going to be blown up Nosey's phone at the end of this one. Liam Yeh on the pits now. Mr. Rage also in the pits, changing the nose cone now. Then is Haas, who of course released Mick Schumacher because of the accidents there. Or hopefully they're going to be Mr. Rage or Liam Yeh going to be released for that. Oh golly gosh! Luckily, money is not an issue on this game. Luckily. But what a horrific shunt that was, and Liam Yeh does have a drive-through there. You cannot take out the safety car, so he'll probably be taking that later on then. So safety car in this one then. What an action-packed start then here to the San Marino Grand Prix then, as Percy's got a 5-second penalty. We're not sure why. Not sure why at the moment now. I'm wondering if it is because he overtook on the yellow flag, which meant the box tower at the moment is going to be grinning from ear to ear, because he will know about that 5-second penalty according to his dash. So he might be happy with that then. As Serious Mushroom is asking Gunter to short his car up then. But I think Serious Mushroom had a very good result. So I think he got 5th position, didn't he? He used that very experienced Serious Mushroom. Now, I think that was his 87th Grand Prix start in Australia last time out. Then he used all that experience there to navigate his way through and get some major points then. So Boxstar will have the medium tyres, which means that he will not have to work as hard to warm up those tyres. He may have an advantage then. Knowles had said no idea how the first got his penalty, so it'll be removed after the race. Unfortunately, because so that means that the 5 seconds from his race time will be removed. Then Liam Yeh, I think, is coming in the pits because he is trying to now. I wonder if he's going to try and go to the end on the hard tyres. I think that was a bit of a stretch. On the last game, the tyres around here, I'm sure, was the soft and mediums. So I'm wondering then if the hard tyres can go to the end from here. I'm not sure about that strategy, mind you, but then again, I'm not sure about what I'm having for lunch either. Out of the pits comes Kush. He has gone back onto the old tyres, and Liam Yeh is now satisfied the rules as he's used 2 types of, he's used 3 technically, if you want to get pedantic about it. But he's now used 3 types of tyre here, so Liam Yeh does not have to stop again, but he has now opened up his options, but he does have a drive-through penalty. His 4th position in the championship is very much under threat now after that incredible start here in Imola. Leader, as we've heard then from the admins there of Farf and Nosey, the 5-second penalty will be removed then, but whatever happens then, so it's now the opposite then. So Boxtower's got to stay within 5 seconds of Percy, or vice versa, or anything like that then, so basically if anyone wants to finish front Percy, then they have to find 5 seconds then, because I think that 5 seconds is a bit harsh indeed then. But you still have to serve it, so it could be a problem for him. Hope not then, Serious Mushroom said. Yeah, I think unfortunately that might be a problem, because if he does have, we will take away the 5 seconds at the end then, but it's a collision with Geordie far for saying then. We'll goodness me, there's some confusion up and down this paddock at the moment there. almost as much confusion in that Germany game as well. Why he got the penalty? So, I wonder if that penalty may stand there. Interesting stuff there. It's a safety car coming in then. I was looking down because I had a notification about someone had scored, but according to my phone, it's still 1-0. Right, enough about the football. We've got to talk about wheels and racing. Let's go here. And what's happened? Green! Oh my goodness me! Green is out of the race and it's carnage at the back. And Liam's in the pits and it's absolute horrific stuff. It's going to be another safety car. And looking back at the front then. And Green out of the race there. What a shame for Green. And that is after a great, after a very good race in the feature. It's 5-second penalty for German as well. And German's dropping down the order. This is an absolute. Oh, and that has just got right to the back of one of the cars in front. And I'm not sure who it was that I think it's Alhan. I think it was that he spun around. And we got Gamer and Mr. Elite also fighting away as well. It's absolute carnage here in Imola. My gosh, that it is a very tough circuit indeed, isn't it? We was expecting drama, but goodness me, I wasn't expecting this kind of drama on a Sunday night. Good heavens, goodness me, this beats the old Heartbeat sitcom. If anyone remembers that, then coming up over the chicane as well. Then Percy, Boxtel, Troy, Milan, Wouter, and Pease. Pease is up to 6th position. Golly gosh, wow, how did that happen there? But Boxtel's all over the back of Percy now, and he needs to make hay because he is on the softer compound tire. He's on the medium tire here, and he's now going to really put the pedal to the metal here. Mumford is up to a magnificent 7th position as well. Boxtel's at the far side of the racer. Of course, so we now go racing. Look at that McLaren and Mark all over the back of Mumford here. And he's having a look there, but he's got to be close enough into the Tamburello chicane. Not quite for the second McLaren is, as he's got past the Ferrari of Mumford. German, who's got 5-second penalty as well, then, as German's got a penalty as well, of course, then for that 5-second for ignoring yellow flag somehow, as Mr. Rage is in the pits, and as we seen that he went right to the back of Alhan there, didn't he? And I think he did have damage there, just watching Kush all over the back as well. Absolute, the two Haas cars are in major peril at the moment then. Just watching Percy, then Boxtel, Troy in 3rd position, Milan in 4th, with Wouter in 5th. Pease is starting to drop off slightly in 6th position there, but he's still in DRS range at the moment. Looking up and down the field, then 2 retirements, and Chaz out of the race and didn't get going. He's had some major technical gremlins, and also we lost Green as well on that restart. We're not sure what happened, and look at this, oh goodness me. And we got an Aston Martin McLaren area, almost side by side. They're going down into the Ravazza here, then not quite close enough. And of course, look at this is incredible stuff, isn't it? Percy and Boxtel. I've expected to see these drivers there sharing the same piece of tarmac throughout the season, and these are the two pioneers of the modern ALR. I know, goodness me, and another fast stop as well from Boxtel. He is going to have DRS now, isn't he? No, he isn't, not yet. The DRS is now available at the end of this lap. German says the fast stop of the race as well. And we go back into Tamburello. Danger Thomas has passed his teammate, moves his way up into 9th position. And the world champion now getting past the Lost Souls. I think that might have been a strategical gamble there for the, strategy call there from the Red Bull team, with Danger Thomas now on the softer tire. He's on the medium tire here, and he's flying his way through the field up into 9th position at the moment. He now has Mumford for company. Liam now up into 16th position. Gamer is in the pits. Yellow flag as Mr. Rage has come off the circuit, lost the whole of the wing here, and that is not good there for the Alpine car, is it? Mr. Rage, he's on soft tire, the only driver on soft tire as well. Gamer coming out the pits as well. I think that's a VSC then at this moment in time. Can't see Bert Mylander revving up that engine at the moment. It's a very auspicious start here in Imola. Oh, and I need a breather. Oh my golly gosh. Wow, absolutely incredible scenes out here. So we've got 2 5-second penalties already then. It is a tough old circuit, this one is there, isn't it? And I think that the silver and bronze drivers are going to be taking heed of this. We do have a lot of action around here, aren't we? I think we had a lot of action around here last season as well, didn't we? So yeah, it's a tough and ruthless circuit. Say at least that Gamer's come out just in front of Mr. Rage. What a shame for the Haas drivers, because they've been doing so well this season, but it's a bit of a disappointing start to Imola here tonight there. It's been horrific stuff indeed there. Serious Mushroom, Mr. Elite, not Mr. Rage. Oh, drive-through penalty now for Kirsten, and Danger Times has got past. Lost Souls has lost 2 positions here, and I think he's been caught off the starter. There's contact, And that looked a bit weird, didn't it? But Lost Souls has spun the car and dropped down the order there. Gerben's now in the 10th position there. I'm not sure if there's a bit of desync in there or whatnot, but Gerben there and Lost Souls just wasn't giving each other an inch, and now Danger Times up into 8th position there, starting to fly through the field. Remember, he's a really good racer. He's a really good racer, isn't he? Danger Times is qualifying, has had a couple of issues here and there, actually, and that's why he's in the middle of the pack at the moment. Back on board with Boxtel as he is chasing Percy at the moment, and Percy has a 5-second penalty, which we think will be removed at the end of this one there, as he accelerates out of the Variante Alta here, which I think that's what it is. I've got myself all confused now, haven't I? I don't know where I am. 3-second penalty now for Ewok Jr. That may cost him here, because I think the penalties is going to be very much a premium here. Sam Green Percy's going to serve his pits and they stop automatically. Keep that in mind, Sam Green is saying. Thank you very much, my good sir. So fast on the race there for Boxtel. Here he comes then. And look at this, that is the Aston Martin. Where's Percy going to go? He's going to go this way. No! Oh, he's on the inside turn one in Tamburello. My goodness me. Oh, I love it. Fantastic. I know, goodness me. Percy just working him on McLaren's whip. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, mega stuff indeed. Then we've got the two Ferraris also swapping positions as well there. A lot of team strategy out here. I love it. Of course, we don't see much team strategy in League Racing and ALR, but my goodness, well, I say in ALR, we've had a lot of team strategy over the years, haven't we? But here today, it's very much a premium, isn't it? Goodness me. Got pit stops as Liam has just come up behind Cush here. Lost Souls then, who is in the pits on the medium tires as well. And whoa, I thought that Aston Martin was spinning around that. As yes to Sam Point, of course. Yes to Sam's point. Yes, we got Percy, who does need to, when he comes to the pits, he will have to serve that 5-second penalty. That is how brutal this game is then. But of course, at the end of the race, admins will take off 5-second penalty of where he finished, the 5 seconds of where he finishes. But yeah, that could be costing that 5-second penalty, because that will put him lower down than what he actually would have been. Gamers off the circuit then, coming out to Tamburello. We have got another battle. Let's go again, shall we? Boxtel once again all over the back of Percy here. Pease as now start to set the track on fire. He's coming along. Oh, he goes this way and that way, but Percy will not let him pass it. And look at this, he's all over the back of him. And now he's going to line him up going into the field of chicane. We had contact with the McLaren earlier on, didn't we? With Markey, but there's no way through there. It's so narrow this circle is. Ewok has got past Mumford and Moon is up into 10th position at the moment. Oh my goodness me, as we go into Toza as well. Magnificent stuff indeed. Two drivers at the top peak, at the top pinnacle performance of their careers are going wheel to wheel here in Imola, and we absolutely love it, don't we? Oh, my word there, but I am now regretting that I don't have me apple in black currant orange squash next to me. But look at this is fantastic. Now then, we've got to calm ourselves now. We've got to calm ourselves down, because of course we need to think about the strategy here. Look at Troy behind as well. A second back. Oh, that car is he's really on the ragged edge. Boxtel is here, isn't he? But we've got to think about the strategy here, because he is on the softer compounded tire. He's on the medium tire at the moment. Boxtel is, so he is going to he's going to need to pit earlier on, and he would like to have raced out in front here and then got a bit of an advantage, but that is not happening at the moment. And look at this then, all the way down to 6th position now. These guys have been battling. Troy is now in DRS, so is Milan, so is Rooter, and so is Pease as well. Danger Times is now also setting the tracker. Like goodness me, I don't think we can have any much more action in this race, but we are, because Danger Times is now starting to get involved as well. Mega stuff here in Imola. I love it. Kush, what's Kush doing? Kush is having a sniff on the inside of Alhan here. Alhan 19 seconds back at the moment there. Unfortunately, he was a bit unlucky, wasn't he? After getting a bit of a helping hand there from Mr. Rage. And there does seem to be a couple of connection weirdness going on there. Kush has got past to move himself over the 13th position. Who says you can't overtake around here? Well, we're a bit of DRS and also a bit of some fresh tyres. I say that, and Alhan's also lost out to Liam. Liam now up into 13th position. Just watching Percy at the moment. So Percy's going to go long here. Gamer's got a 3-second penalty. Percy's going to go long here, I would assume, and Boxtel will probably be in the next couple of laps. Percy's going to extend this to probably lap 18, 20, maybe even more. I do not know. I'm just guessing, to be honest, because there's just never a good figure there. But it's going to be very interesting. Troy leads the championship by 1 point now between himself and Percy. Percy's going to take the lead in the championship if it stays this way, but I highly doubt it will. But then again, is Boxtel going to come into into the pits. Percy could get caught behind the others with that 5-second penalty. That is the problem. And look! He's going on the outside again into the Tamburello. He's done it. He is on the outside, but Percy's going to bring someone to force him off. And it's very much from Verstappen and Hamilton-esque maneuver here. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mercedes is in the wall. Milan's out of the race in Tamburello. And now Boxtel's on the outside. And then somehow Percy keeps the position there. Magnificent stuff indeed. Lap 11 under 32 here. And now we got Troy on the outside. He's got no traction. Has Troy been saving his tyres? He's a very shrewd operator here. And he's now up into second position. Boxtel's dropped down the third. Where is he? There he is. Goodness me. I don't have no idea what happened to Milan there, but he got thrown off the circuit quite a vicious and uncompromising way there. I wonder if he got a touch, or if there was problems with the or if he just lost it himself. But that was quite a horrific shunt. I'm surprised there wasn't a safety car. But Milan out of the Grand Prix, and that's both Mercedes out of this race. And an absolutely horrific day for the Mercedes team. Oh dear. And look at that Boxtel. I'm wondering if Boxtel's starting to lose grip on the medium tyres. He is staying out for the minute. But now we got Reuter, who, remember, he lost a couple positions in the sprint race, and now here he comes in, and look at this, and these guys are not giving an inch, are they, as they come down to the Tamburello machine. Chicane again. The McLaren has been forced offline now, and now he is through them. P's in a very happy fifth position. Well, they're doing a great job, and look, danger times as well. Oh my goodness me, here's the world champion as well, also wanted to get involved. Yellow flag in sector 2, and it is Gamer off the circuit then, having a bit of a nightmare race. There's Mr. Elite in front of us, also a pretty difficult race as well, and that in the background is Danger Times having absolutely no traction in that Red Bull. He is really running that Red Bull ragged there, but he will have the power of the undercut here. Yellow flag in front of us is Gamer in the second Aston Martin, is down to the back of the field now, and there he is, and he's lost the wing then. He's going to see his teammate in his wing mirrors here. Gamer is in, but it's an absolute nightmare race so far for Gamer as he come over the top of the chicane as well. We've got some major gaps then, 10th and 11th, 17 seconds, and 11 seconds between Mr. Rage and Alhan as well here. Oh my goodness me, what very good stuff indeed there for Gaiman. And of course Gaiman knows about fighting the front, doesn't he? He's having I think he had a good start to the season then, but it's kind of starting to go a bit wayward at the moment. Isn't it? There's Boxtel still in 4th position at the moment. As Boxtel, I think, when is he going to come to pits? He will have the advantage. Lovely gold and black helmet, fantastic stuff indeed there. Never seen the gamer struggle this much. Of course, there's a lot of grumblings about this game, hasn't there, in general? Not many drivers like it, I don't think. We have seen it with a lot of depleting interest in this game, and quite early on as well. But hopefully. The action here are hopefully keeping the drivers very much intrigued in this one. Danger Times has now got it down to another second, and so it's now 1.5 separating P's in Danger Times here. I'm just watching Boxtel, who's doing a magnificent job on those medium compound tires here, because they must be starting to really struggle, but they've only done 12 laps, of course, haven't they? I don't know much about tire wear, as you could probably tell. Percy has now got the pace, hasn't he? He's now starting to pull away from Troy, but and who's that wandered off the circuit there? I think that was Troy actually, who's made a mistake there at the top of the hill, and that is going to really hurt him. Is he he's still just about? No, he's out of DRS then, but does he? But was he out of DRS at the detection point? I think he was. Let's find out now. This could be crucial. He's just about in there, so he needs to stay in DRS. And this is now becoming. Now this is where it becomes a very strategical element of this race. Troy does not want to lose DRS. If he loses DRS here, into the pits comes Markey. If he loses DRS, he will not have that rear wing open for him. And if he doesn't have that rear wing open for him, he will struggle with straight line speed. And that could allow Wouter, who is in his first race for Alpine, remember this is his, I think, his third appearance in ALR Gold. He's already a Grand Prix winner, isn't he? So he's not going to be too disinterested in seeing Troy struggle there, is he? The Variante Alta, and there's Percy there just disappearing into this at the moment. And Percy, remember, does have about 5-second penalty, but we think it will be rescinded at the end of this race. Oh, I think we do anyway. Just watching, but as both Sam Green and Sirius Merchants pointed out, he's still going to be put in the middle of the pack here, so that it could cost him. So Percy's going to lose track position. Whether that's going to cost him a race win or not, we do not know. It's going to be such a shame. But as long as he stays within 5 seconds of the cars in front, that could help him here. And a Boxtel, who's now starting to feel very vulnerable. Talking about Troy staying in. Troy's had a massive lap on this one there. Goodness me, he's got it down to half a second. He's taken half a second out of Percy on that lap. Magnificent from Troy A. And Pease, and into the pits comes Boxtel, so Boxtel's in after 13 laps then. So his teammate was in first. That's unusual to see his, the team leader be in second there, but I'm wondering if he just needs to inch it out further. German on the hard tires, Ewart Jr. on the medium tires, along with Mumford as well. I'm wondering if Boxtel, he's found a gap here between Mumford and Cush, and Mumford will be in the pits in the not too distant future. So this is going to get interesting indeed. He is going for the undercut in that McLaren then, and now he's coming on the pits as well then. So this is going to get very interesting. Look at that beautiful clean bill of track there. Exactly what Boxtel wants. And away he goes. And just watching Troy, serious much then. Troy doing Troy things here, and just on board with Troy as well. Then that's Mr. Elite then, who's got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings there, unfortunately, for Mr. Elite. Watching Troy, who's really putting the hammer down, and so is Wouter behind him. Troy is bringing Wouter along here. We're coming to half distance in this incredible Grand Prix. 3 retirements. We've lost both Mercedes. We've lost Sam Green as well out of the race, unfortunately. 17 cars remain. Mr. Elite and Gamer, unfortunately, have both been lapped at this stage, and Danger Times has got it down to less than a second. You'll see there is the Red Bull in the background. They're driving superbly well at the moment since he's the world champion. There he is there, and I wonder if Danger Times may come in as well, then, because there's a beautiful gap, isn't there, between Boxtel and Mumford. Here's Troy and Percy. Then is he going to defend them? Troy, they're just too far back at the moment. Then, of course, that is the longest straight, and that's the best part of overtake. That's the best overtaking opportunity around this circuit. Troy looking this way and that way, but Percy will not be deterred here. Lost Souls out of the race then, and I think that's Lost Souls. Oh, that's it. Percy's off the circuit there, and Percy's off the circuit. Lost Souls is out of the race then, and Percy has made a humongous error here. Oh my goodness me, is that going to cost him the race win? And a safety car is out here. Safety car is out, and this is really not what the driver. I think that this is not what some drivers want. Then how is this? Is this going to be? I'm wondering. This is going to hurt Boxtel. Now, I think it may hurt Boxtel here. Oh my goodness me, now it's Lost Souls' fourth retirement in 4 races. He's yet to see the checkered flag. The second Red Bull driver has that. Just watching Troy, who is leading this race now. And this is important for Mr. Elite, because if he's on the lead lap still, this is going to get very interesting indeed there, because Mr. Elite can catch it to the back here and might be able to be a part getting some points there for the Alpine team. But as it stands, it's these drivers going. I think they're going to have to come to the pits here, aren't they? I think that this is just the only sensible thing to do. And yes, they're all coming to the pits then. And is that Mr. Elite is in the pit? This is going to cost the Router dearly here, because Mr. Elite is coming into the pits, and his teammate is going to be held up here. Oh goodness gracious me! Look at this. This is going to cause some infighting, I think, in the Alpine team. Oh no, that's a major miscommunication there for the French manufacturer. And now he's on the medium compound tires. He's lost out to Danger Times. Danger Times now in the 3rd position. Oh my goodness me, Percy's had to serve that 5-second penalty as well. Of course, as he would have lost that, as of course he would have added that 5-second penalty. But Troy leads. Percy and Peace is up to 2nd. My goodness me, Danger Times in 3rd. Look, here's Boxtel. Boxtel's racing through, and he's in 4th position. And yes, he would have taken the lead in this race there, because he went for the undercut. And now the Lost Souls has left the session there. And he's out of the race then, and no, oh my goodness gracious me, I think the Mr. Elite should have stayed out there, I feel, because of because now he's a lap behind, and because he's a lap, because he can't unlap himself on here, could he? Because he will get disqualified, I feel. Mr. Elite possibly should have and could have stayed out there, and then unlapped himself, and then would have been been able to catch up to the crocodile behind. So that is really hurting him. Same with Gamer as well. Gamer, I think, was too far back to come in the pits potentially. I'm not too sure about Gamer's whereabouts here, but that has really hurt Router down in 5th position. That has cost him at least 2 positions in this race. We're down to 16 cars in this Grand Prix. Troy leads the way. Troy's got a Grand Prix win, or has got a Grand Prix win to his name already this season. Can he go for 2 for 2 then? AlphaTauri leads all 4 Constructors Championships around the 100% gold, silver and bronze. So obviously they're going to be leading the joint constructors as well. Knowles is saying Nosy saying that yeah, Mr. Elite should have stayed out. Serious Russian saying far, and Nosy is saying that as well. I think yeah, he should have, because he would have been on the lead lap there. But I'm wondering if he just in safety car. Lovely helmet, by the way, from Troy. Magnificent stuff indeed. Anyway, no, back onto serious things. If Mr. Elite stayed out, he would have been on the lead lap, and of course he would have caught to the back of the crocodile. But now he's in the heart of this gaggle here. That interesting stuff. And serious mushroom coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yeah, serious mushroom say indeed. Then let's talk about let's take stock here, shall we? We've got 14 cars remaining in this race. Into the pits comes Alhan, who didn't pit earlier on. Then Alhan didn't. Which I'm quite surprised by, but maybe he just wanted to eke an extra lap out on these medium tires then, as we're on lap 18 out of 32 in this race. And into the pits now comes the Alfa Romeo, and he is also having to change the nose cone as well on medium tires. And now there's a scrub set of medium tires as well. Then before it comes out of the pit lane, he's going to go out in front of Mr. Rage. I don't think he is. Both Haas, who look so good this season. This is a nightmare race so far for the Haas team in 12th and 13th position, but I have a feeling there's going to be some more twists and turns in this race yet, so don't go anywhere. Lap 18 out of 32. Bert Meinlander is currently just leading us around. We have got Troy, who leads us away there. He's already won a race this season. I think he won in Saudi Arabia, did he? I think. Goodness me. It's not even that long ago, and I can't remember. Yeah, Saudi Arabia he won. Can Troy get 2 for 2? Can he be the first driver to win 2 races this season? Of course, we've had 3 different Grand Prix winners in the opening 3 races. Second position is PZ. He started the season so strong, dealing with that incredible second position, but he's had some tough races ever since then. He's now in second position. Danger Time said, remember he had a great battle back to third, I think it was, in Bahrain. He's now third moment, and of course qualifying has really cost him, but he's now back in action here in the Red Bull. Boxtel is currently in 4th position at the moment. Boxtel is going for the undercut. That safety car's come out at the worst time ever, but he has served that 5-second penalty now, and whatever happens then in this race, he will get that 5-second penalty removed. So if he stays within the top 3, he'll win the Grand Prix. There you go. Well, safety car's in there. I haven't even finished my monologue. 5th position is Reuter. Reuter's been badly held up by his teammate there, Mr. Elite, who pitted. Then we've got Percy in 6th position there. Sorry, Percy's got the 5-second penalty, not Boxtel. Shocking behaviour. We're back green now, and Mr. Elite is in the pit set. And look, Pease has had the Poland star. I don't wonder what's happening here. And now we got Danger Times and Boxtel, and we got Reuter as well. This is going to be very interesting. Dennis, look, Danger Times has taken 2nd position, and Pease has had the Poland star. He's gone on the outside, and look at this Danger Times and Pease. There's contact from the back there between Wooter and Jordy, I think it was, and Danger Times has now been contact there, and then Danger Times in 2nd position as well. Look, Troy is now 3 seconds down the road, and Percy is now in 4th position there, and my goodness me, we had contact between Boxtel and Wooter, I think it was. It felt like it. Percy on a sniff on the inside of Pease. Pease is struggling on those medium tires here. Goodness gracious me, Danger Times on the hard tires. I think the Danger Times should get to the race easily. On those tires. And Marky in 5th position, fantastic. German in 6th. Ewok in 7th position. Reuter down in 8th position. Has he got damage after that spin? 9th is Kush. 10th is Manfred at the moment. Liam and Mr. Rage on the cusp of points then. My golly gosh, said look, Troy is just absolutely steamed off. As their Pease is on the Poland star. Now Percy is trying to come back. It's having a look at Pease now. Pease is struggling for pace here. And German's trying to have a go on the outside of Marky here. That's some Wooter getting past the Ewok and moving himself up into 7th position here. Troy is at the fast end of the race, of course. My goodness gracious me. And now German's all over the back of there he goes, and German there is now in 5th position. Marky down in 6th position at the moment. German's now also getting involved in this battle for the potential podium and race lead here. Well, I say race lead, but Troy has gone off and he has disappeared into the distance. There they are, the Danger Times, Pease and Percy. And who is that? Reuter's having a look on the inside of Marky. He's got past Marky, dropping down to 7th position. That's it's that contact then. I'm not sure if it was or not, but Ewok's been spun around. Oh my goodness gracious me, that there's a lot of action in this Italian Grand Prix, in the San Marino Grand Prix, which is not the San Marino Grand Prix if you get the cut of my gym. Wow, incredible. Boxed out down in 13th position and 3 seconds back and on then after him and Wucha came to blows at they earlier on in this race. And Liam, all over the back now with Mumford. Then Liam, who is now on the cusp of points. Well, both Haas's who have had a pretty difficult race in a sprint event to say the least. Wow, just wow is what Serious Mushroom was saying. It's action galore, isn't it? Sure. Oh, and the Kush has got past Marky. I muted the wrong headset. And now we got... Oh my goodness me, how did he get past down there, Liam? But he's now up in the 9th position. Mumford dropping down to 10th position. Marky has just lost out to Kush then, who's moved himself up into 7th position as well. Goodness gracious me. DRS is now available for the drivers, but of course it'll be available at the end of this lap. The gap is now up into 4.6 seconds. Remember, Percy will have 5 seconds deducted from his race time. Mumford has lost out and Pease. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's on the grass. He's on the grass. I got into the field of chicane there. Pease is not giving an inch here, is he? Percy at the moment there was leading the race. He's 1 point behind Troy in the World Championship, but that is going to be extended here. Pease is not giving an inch here, is he? My goodness me. Nosey Haas is back in the points and Troy is just playing for his prey again. Come on, Haas, who is now 9th and 10th at the moment from Mr. H and from Liam, Magnificent. Absolutely incredible indeed. 21 out of 32 here. Well, I was expecting a lot of bad weather around here, but it's been not the case. Gamers out of the Grand Prix and a really miserable day, and it's a safety car, and that lead that Troy has built up is come to nothing now. Oh, goodness me. And Troy, who's done an absolutely incredible sprint there, literally, we've had a sprint event here tonight, an absolutely incredible sprint, who's got it up to almost 6 seconds, and wow, he's now all that work has come undone then. Is anyone going to come into the pits? And I don't think they are then, with not many laps to go here, but magnificent. Oh, well, Marky's into the pits then, isn't he? Watch hard towards the end, and the medium runners are going to run out of tyre, far for saying, into the pits. Lovely blue sky there. I think that's a blue sky. No, we got soft tyres for Marky. And look at Boxtel also coming into the pits as well. Boxtel, who of course is trying to recover after that split, after contact between himself and Muta. Ewok also into the pits as well, as the Williams mechanics waiting for Mumford and Marky on soft tyres. Boxtel on soft tyres as well. Ewok also on soft tyres. Mr. Elite, as he's unlapped himself, Mr. Elite, so that's good stuff indeed there for Mr. Elite. Oh, but he's got a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane, Mr. Elite has getting cautious indeed. Absolutely. Is that debris? Did I just see debris come off then? I'm not too sure. But I hope that wasn't the case then. Just reading then, now we should see a closer restart then. Medium's only good for 13-14 laps here, as we're saying. Sam Green has raced out everything. May have a top, may have been top 5 at this rate if I was at the top. I got Sam Green is saying then. Unfortunately, it's been a very action-packed race, hasn't it? Sam Green said, to say the least. This has been ridiculous or redonkulous, hasn't it? Hopefully a short safety car here. Then we'll be back Green then for the final couple of laps or so. And I've got a message of some kind. Great. Oh, no, it's not a message at all. It's someone telling me that it's 1-0. Which is it still 1-0? I don't know. Don't worry about that then. That's the World Cup. This is ALR. Troy leads on medium tyres. Danger times a second on hard. Third is Percy. P's on medium tyres. Fourth is Percy. Remember, Percy's got a 5-second penalty getting removed. German in 5th position, medium tyres. 6th is Wooter, medium tyres. Kush 7th, medium. 8th is Liam, medium. 9th is Mr. Rage, medium. Alhan 10th. I wonder if Alhan may have fought by going on to softs, but he's going to be the first driver to really really maybe is going to be under the caution now. See Marky on soft with Mumford and Boxtel on soft, and Ewok also on soft as well. Can Mr. Elite then can he catch up then and get himself back into this one? And he's had a bit of a painful experience to say the least this race tonight, hasn't he, Mr. Elite? But fair play to him for keeping at it. It's 2-0 to Germany. Good stuff indeed. I must admit, I thought, oh no, Mr. Elite, who's having a lot of frustration here tonight. And where Sparrows blushes, he's coming into the pits now. I thought the Spain were going to do going to win that one, but it shows how wrong I was. I'm being sarcastic, of course, and all to play for now. Exciting, Sam Green is saying. We've got tactics from Pease then, as as Ewok Jr. has has gone balls. I don't think he's maybe watching the football. I do not know. It's 1-1, you spoon. Oh, okay. Goodness me. I thought I did see a one there. Soft tires now from Mr. Elite. I'm wondering if safety car may come in. But whatever this is doing, this is very much elongated this Grand Prix, isn't it, there for a couple of drivers. And yeah, absolutely disgraceful scenes there for I think he's probably just taking the mick out of me. Right, safety car out. Bert Milander's done a whole lot of running tonight then. I'm expecting quite a lot of running from Bert Milander because this is a old school circuit. But we go from old school to new school because next week, for the first time ever, we go across the pond and to Miami with that fake harbour. Looking forward to that one. Of course, first time ever in ALR, and the first time ever for me as well. I'll be commentating on the Miami Grand Prix, and I have no idea about the corner names or anything like that, because so that's going to be interesting. So I get lost at the best of times. Into the pits comes Alhan, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Miami next week then, of course. Every time I say Miami, I just think of Will Smith singing to me. Into the pits comes Alhan, lovely blue sky again there. I think I'm behind a pole here, aren't I? But we want to see the action, please, Mr. Director. Yes, we've now got action, and albeit we missed the pits. I love the helmet from Alhan there, and this could be interesting for Alhan. He is going to have much fresher tyres. Well, I say much fresher tyres, 2 lots fresher tyres than the drivers around. I think that Mr. Elite, hopefully Mr. Elite might be able to catch up here. He might be able to get something in this one. Just taking a look at the penalties, 3 seconds for Ewok, 3 seconds for Mr. Elite. That is the only penalties in this race. We've had a lot of penalties up and down the field, haven't we? But of course we'll see how this one plays out. So only one driver on the hard tires now, and that is danger tires. We've heard Favre saying that the medium tires are going to struggle towards the end, but this long safety car, I think, is going to bring the advantage back into the medium runners, surely, because this is a very long safety car period. I think that the safety car should be in at the end of this lap then. It isn't in at the end of this lap then. Mr. Elite almost catches up. I think he's going to be a couple of corners shy, unfortunately. But so we're going to be green then once again. Where this will be 7 laps then of a 7-lap sprint. Then we've already had a sprint here tonight. The first time ever we've had a sprint event, and bring on I must say, bring on more sprint events then, because this has been an action-packed Grand Prix. Whether or not it was to do with a sprint, I do not know. I have a feeling it's more to do with the track layout of Imola, to be honest, and how tight and twisted this one is. So more than the actual sprint itself. But then again, I'm very much anti-sprints. But there we go. And Troy has now gone. He is gone, man. Solid. Gone. And there he goes. Danger Time's also had a good run as well. Pease had an appalling start once again. And now then, Percy's going to be all over the back with Pease and Percy. It feels like it's getting personal here. And look at this. Oh, my goodness me. And these two are just leaving it all on track. I absolutely love it. And now Percy has done it. And Pease has had to escape across the gravel. Percy's gone off it. There is contact and Pease and Percy's in the wall. No, it's Pease in the wall. He is out of the race then. And it was getting very, very personal between those two drivers. Was it Gerda up at the pool? Magnificent. Oh my goodness me. But it was getting very personal between those two drivers. Listen, Pease out of the Grand Prix. He is going to be furious on that, isn't he? Now Danger Time's in this escape on the road then. Percy is fighting for the Grand Prix win, isn't he? Of course, I remember that he has a 5-second penalty which will be removed at the end of this race. We have got Kush now up into a superb 6th position. Wooter in 5th, and Liam, and Mr. Rager just showing out how important it is to keep going. And has Troy got anything left in those medium compound tyres? And who is that? That's one of the McLarens. Simon down the inside of Mumford. It is Boxtel has gone past Mumford and moved himself up into 10th position. I think the Boxtel has and the soft front has got something to say about this as well. Alhan is also potentially could be involved in this as well. He walked in, going up the inside of Mumford, passes the Ferrari. And job is good, and he's now just a place away from getting points. And here's Kush then, who is now all over the back of Woods here. I don't think Woods has had the same pace since that issue he's had earlier on then. And just watching, just on board then, as we got Boxtel, who's got past the McLaren, has got past his teammate then, and it's now got the 2 Haas's in the sight as well. Percy is now about 2 seconds behind at the moment, and now Mr. Elite is in 14th position there. Alpine has not scored a point so far in this season Drivers' Championship in gold then, and this is a crucial Grand Prix, isn't it now, with Mr. Elite then, and currently about, well, in 2 minutes beyond the talk, because you see him flash up in a bit, I think. No, wait, I think he's actually still a lap down, but if he stays in this race, he might be able to get some points, you never know. Box out over the back now of the two Haas cars, and Mr. Rage 8th, Liam in 7th position there. Mr. Rage was potentially could have been right there fighting, and Liam just going off to the side there. I was wondering if he was letting Mr. Rage through here, but yellow flag is now we got to Mr. Rage dropping down to 9th position there. I think that the two Haas cars are going to be eaten alive here with the soft runners. They're starting to storm their way through Boxtel. Marky on a snip there. Look at this, it's Haas McLaren. DRS has not been enabled then, which is going to compound the misery which is going on then. And just on board, now just on board with Boxtel here, and Boxtel, he's through, he's up into 7th position, passes the McLaren driver, and away he goes, and Mr. Rage, who is now all over the back of his teammates, well, Marky hasn't been able to get past the even Haas cars yet, but Boxtel very decisive on board with Boxtel as well, as he is now coming back from the field, and I think that German Kush, Wouter is going to be slightly, oh, that's Mr. Rage, he's off the circuit, oh no, and Mr. Rage there has been driving a superb, he's driving a superb race, but he's just been so unlucky. I wonder if Marky and Mr. Rage have come to blows there, because Marky's dropped down into 11th position, and Mumford is now back up to 10th position there, very much just surveying the scenery. Percy has dropped down in 2 seconds back now from Danger Times. Is this where the hard tire's going to come back at him now then, as Farf is saying no he won't, the penalty was served on the safety car, so it can't be removed. Facts. Oh goodness gracious me, so he's got to win on track as Boxtel down the inside passes Cushion up into 6th position there. Oh my golly gosh said. Explosive evidence. Pease. Oh, it looks like Pease could have avoided that collision. And where are they? There they are. The Cush has got back past, and the McLaren have moved himself back up into 6th position. Mumford has now got past Ewok there, moved himself up into and Ewok's going with the Marky's going to go on the outside, then into Tamperella chicane. Where is he? Oh my goodness me, that's where Ewok's teammate unfortunately retired from the Grand Prix. And now Marky is back up into 10th position there. I don't know where they are there. Oh my goodness me, and Boxtel just didn't have the purchase there, and Kush is still currently in 6th position there. Boxtel in 7th at the moment. Okay, so Percy will not have that 5-second penalty to remove that. So he has to win on track, as far said then. So it is Troy leads with the Danger Time 2nd and Percy 3rd position. This way don't listen to me, because I have no idea what goes on in that then. As goodness gracious me. And I'm so far beyond it. Great to see Kush back on track. Then he's having a great race, isn't he, Kush is? But he's almost trying to defend the impossible here, isn't he? Which is Boxtel, who's all over the back of the McLaren at the moment. Boxtel's all over the back of the AlphaTauri, I should say. The Marky's all over the back of Mumford as well. And now he's got to run. Then he's got DRS as well. And there he goes up into 6th position. Passes the AlphaTauri. Now he's 2 seconds gap between himself and Wouter. But I feel that those soft tires are now going to start to come to the end of their grippier stage. And Marky has got past Mumford. There's still all to play for, because I feel that they're all on soft tires at the back there, aren't they? So Mr. Rage might be able to sneak a couple positions here then. But what a shame for Mr. Rage. A lovely shot here from Wouter. Well, it's not a lovely Alpine car though, is it? My goodness me. Troy leads the way at the moment, and of course votes for driver of the day I've just seen will be coming up in just a jiffy. Then there are the position changes then. Well, Danger Times is definitely going to be in the conversation along with Troy. Magnificent indeed. I think that probably Boxtel as well, because Boxtel has also been involved in some shenanigans as well. Both Haas cars have been in the wars as well. I think it could be anyone who's still leading this way at the moment. Oh my word, fantastic. Wouter currently in 5th position now, and this is some valuable points for the Alpine team, and he needs to keep going here, doesn't he? He needs to get some points out. Ockmar Safner would be overjoyed with this result then, but he could potentially get some more points there, as German is starting to fall off the pace ever so slightly here. Troy leads there for Danger Times, and German has got he's been mugged down that straight, hasn't he there? I wonder if he's got any, let's take a look at the telemetry. He's got absolutely no battery left, as in the Ferrari, and who's that? Oh my goodness me, that's the race leader. Troy is off the circuit, and he is spun out of the lead here in Imola. And my goodness me, could there be any more twists and turns in this incredible San Marino Grand Prix? Troy is off the circuit. What has gone wrong with the AlphaTauri? He was on course for his second Grand Prix win of the season, and all of a sudden, it has just gone absolutely out the window here. This is incredible, to say the least, and in this racing, Danger Times, the world champion, leads the San Marino Grand Prix with 2 laps to go here. Oh my word, absolutely absolutely incredible. What happened to Troy? We don't see this man make any we don't see this man make any mistakes normally, but that's a costly error for Troy, and I may even lose the lead in the World Championship, you know. Oh goodness gracious me! Troy is going to be kicking himself with this one, isn't he? Because Troy has I think he's been on the podium in every race he's participated in. Yes, he has, and that is absolutely, oh my word! Danger Times got the lead, but 1.5 seconds, second and a half, but over Person second position, third position. Liam has lost that as Troy is trying to get himself back. He's got to be careful because those tires are going to be screaming hot then, as Alhan's got past Mumford. Mr. Elite is having a torrid time, but fair play to him for keeping going in this one, because some drivers, me, probably would have parked it and gone home, but fair play now to Mr. Elite then, as taking stock then. First 14 cars remain in this race. Pease, Gamer, Lost Souls, Milan, Sam Green and Chaz are all out of this race. Danger Times leads with Person second position. Wooter is now on the podium in third. That's what Alpine want then. German fourth. Boxtal has made his way up in the fifth position. Cushion sixth. Troy, who's leading the race up until a couple of moments ago, in seventh position. Now Liam in eighth. Markey in a great ninth position. Ewok in 10th position, but he does have that 3-second penalty. Can Alhan stick under that 3 seconds and get a point in, which has been quite the way off, hasn't it, for him this race? But Alhan, great so far, but he's got 3/10 of a second gap at the moment to keep that under. Then can he get a surprise point here for the Williams team? I'm in absolute shock of this race. This has been a bit of absolutely. This race has just gone from just absolute. I don't know what to call it really. It's been an absolute saga, hasn't it? There, where it's a sprint race, all the Grand Prix itself, and it has been mega indeed. That as Mr. Elite there just struggling there, unfortunately. But just watching Danger Times, the world champion, of course, and Danger Times is there. He hasn't won a Grand Prix yet, but albeit he's only raced once this season. Danger Times and the champion. This will be his 11th Grand Prix win of his career. And my goodness me! Oh no! Alhan is off the circuit. He was on the verge of getting points. He just needs to stay 3/10 of a second in front. But that is now unfortunately fallen by the wayside. And Ewok is on course again. A point for the Williams team here. My goodness gracious me! Then there's going to be a lot of angry drivers at the end of this one, but I don't think Danger Times is going to be too worried by that. And what a performance there for Danger Times then. And he's got driver of the day as well, and he also gets the Grand Prix win, his 11th win of his career. Danger Times, the world champion, wins the San Marino Grand Prix. What an incredible end to that race. What an incredible end to the race that was. And Danger Times, my goodness me, Troy is going to be furious, as you can see. He's already left the Grand Prix session here, but Danger Times, I think the Troy has thrown that one away, but Danger Times is our 4th Grand Prix winner of the season here in gold. And goodness me, it just shows how this race has just ebbed and flowed. Percy second, third is Wooter, 4th is German, Boxtal in 5th, Cushion in 6th, Troy is 7th, Liam 8th, 9th position is Markey. Ewok gets that final point in 10th position, good hustle. Mumford just outside the points 11th position, Mr. Rage in 12th position, and what a shame now for Mr. Rage, he did have the pace, didn't he, in qualifying. 13th position, Alhan, throw away a point in the end there. Mr. Elite, a fair play to him for keeping going in this one. Retirements was Percy, Gamer, Lost Souls, Milan, Green, and also Chazza retired from this San Marino, which is not the San Marino Grand. Drawing the day results then 14% for Gurman, 85% for Danger Times. I'm not going to argue with that because that was a pretty well controlled race for Danger Times. And he's also drawn it down there as well. I think superb stuff indeed there for Danger Times. Of course, the first ever winner of the sprint weekend, albeit the first ever race winner of the sprint was, of course, was Percy, wasn't it? I can't remember. It was so long ago now. Goodness gracious me. But Danger Time's 11th Grand Prix win of his career and a magnificent celebration. Oh, I love that. What a celebration as well for Danger Time's the world champion on top of the podium then. And he has now announced himself back on do they usually have gloves on the podium? Hang on. That just feels unusual to me why he's got gloves on still. I do not know. But whatever the case may be, he throws them. They don't have gloves normally, do they? So Danger Times keeps his gloves on. And not only that, he, the world champion, then 11 Grand Prix wins now to his name. He's the winner of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, which I cannot say, but whatever is the San Marino Grand Prix for me. Danger Times who wins this event then. And just going back to the sprint a bit quick, that was the results of the sprint event a bit quick then. So it was Percy who won the sprint with Boxtown in second, Troy in third, Milan in fourth, Wouter in fifth, Mr. Rage in sixth, Cash seventh, and Gurman eighth. Those are the points set for the sprint. Ninth position was Liam Yeh, 10th was Danger Times, Percy 11th, with Green 12th, Alhan 13th, Mumford, Ewok, Gamer, Lost Souls, Marky, Mr. Lee, and Chaza. And then in the race itself, Danger Times 11th Grand Prix winner Percy, Rooter, Gurman, Boxtal, Kush, Troy, Liam Yeh, Marky, and Ewok Jr. Great stuff. Mumford, Mr. Rage, and Alhan, and Mr. Lee in 14th. Retirements was Peas, Gamer, Lost Souls, Milan, Green, and Chaza all retired then from the San Marino Grand Prix. And I hope I did the admins proud there because I somehow got through both results. I think Percy's joined me in the box. Percy, goodness gracious me, what an incredible race it was! But so we're gonna have to go way back to the sprint race first. And you're the first ever sprint race winner.
It was a very good race, very hectic race. I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? Hectic, loads of overtakes, especially for you, Sean. I bet it was great to commentate on.
Oh, it was magnificent, but I think the Sun Drawers will not be too happy about that then. And going to the race itself, what was that 5-second penalty you got at the beginning then? Because I didn't even notice it until the safety car came out. Was there a 5-second penalty about overtaking under yellow flags or something like that?
No, I think I got hit from behind from Geordie, and yeah, it's a bit stupid, but I mean, I had to serve it under the pits. Lost a couple of positions because of it, but other than that, yeah, it's just the game being shit, you know.
But apart from that, then you certainly won that then because you did drive to a superb second stay as well. But that 5-second penalty, do you think that cost you the race today? Because you was very much in it to win it, and if you didn't have that 5-second penalty, you wouldn't have had to navigate around those extra cars in that final stint.
You can never really say, can you? I mean, I think I cost the win myself by spinning when I was on the hards, but yeah, like I said, you never really know, do you?
And I think you've taken the lead in the World Championship as well, or retaking it back off Troy after he made the mistake today. And what was in your mindset when you seen Troy on the side of the road recovering?
I was just in shock really because like Troy to make mistakes. But yeah, I mean, there was a little feeling inside me that was like, oh yes, get in. But I mean, it's a surprise for Troy to spin. But yeah, I think the race from my side, I think there was a couple of collisions maybe. But I mean, sometimes around Imola turn 1 and 2, they can't really be helped, can they? But other than that, I felt like I had the pace to win. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but I'll take a P2.
And I think that you and Pease was having almost a battle royale down into 2, 3, and 4. Goodness gracious me, I think you just about giving him that Williams whip there. But gosh, how difficult was that to judge to judge where he was and where you were putting the car?
Yeah, extremely difficult, especially on the second time we battled coming through the left-hander. My car's hit the curb, and as I've hit the curb, I had to kind of correct it. And I think I've hit him, and then maybe caused him to DNF, but I'll have to watch it back.
And then, of course, we go on to Miami in a week's time. Then you are the championship leader. I must admit, I don't have a clue about Miami apart from the fake harbour. How are you feeling going into that race then?
Yeah, I mean, I like the track. I feel quick around the track. It's just my one lap pace around the track isn't the greatest. But I mean, you don't win a race in qualifying, do you? So we'll have to see next Sunday.
Exactly that. Of course, Danger Times proved out the same incredible stuff. And what did you think about the sprint overall? This was ALR's first sprint. I know you've been involved in a couple of sprints, but what have you felt about the whole event?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I mean, it's more racing, isn't it? And that's what we want, more racing, and it creates a different grid like we saw for the actual race.
And it was superb stuff indeed. Well done today, Percy. Brilliant drive indeed. This was absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. And of course, we will join Percy on track in Miami in a week's time then. But tomorrow night we've got some more sprint action as well. Knowles will be taking you through the silver action, and then bronze tomorrow. Nope, on Tuesday, which is going to be fine stuff indeed. And of course, Wednesday is the 100% event then, which I don't know the calendar. That's why you shouldn't mix it up for me. We'll see you tomorrow night though for some more.